So my name is Cristina DeLuca from Infineon Austria, already told by Knut. So I think it's show time. So I will not dance, I will not sing, nothing about that, but I have a goal. First of all, that you think about something and some slides and that I will present. Of course, I would like to thank you because we have the possibility to have the cooperation with Productive 4.0. Also, we are not a lighthouse, but we are very proud to be invited as guests in this context. And I hope also that you laugh sometimes, but I'm not always I'm able to do that. Okay, so this is the consortium. 37 partners from 5 countries, 62 million eligible cost, and around 24 national funding divided half and half between national and EU funding. We have mainly is organized hierarchically, and these are the work package leader. And if there are deep technology questions, I will not answer. First. Okay. Also, if you are from Infineon, I understand. But okay, Christoph Schmidtner is from IIT, Work Package 1, Gross Alexander, Bosch, No Center, Roman Kern, German Schneider from Infineon Dresden, Alexander Stocker from WIF, and Gerald Reiner from University of Klagenfurt. So, first of all, I will divide my presentation in 2 parts. The first part is about state of the art before Semi-40, where are we now? And in the second part, so in the separate session, we will discuss about the challenges, are we disrupting innovation? Are we making a disruptive innovation? How we create value and the conclusions. So you have to join the separate session if you want to know more about the project. First of all, state of the art before Semi-40. The first question is, go back to 2014, 2015. Someone have an idea which were the technology at that time was very successful? There is something technological, something that you remember, technology that you remember, or a discussion that you remember in 2014, or an object. iPhone. iPhone 6. iWatch. Okay, so something at that time. So it's why I told that, because we forgot sometimes that to set our project we need many times. And we started with 2014 and 15 to think about our Semi-40 project, but we are now later on, and many changes happened during these years. So at that time was a memorable year for technology, but many of the innovation that had used talking that year still have yet to be perfected for widespread consumers and enterprise use. And also in 2015 was the crossover between enterprise and customer technologies was very important. This to show you how Semi-40, in which environment Semi-40 and Productive 4.0 are born in this sense. I make some research because I read a lot of documents regarding Industry 4.0 and CPS, and in 2015 these were the technologies or the technology trends at that time. We have here Internet of Things, the continue its meteoric rise in 2015. We have the wearable object, the Apple Watch, but also in clothes. Mobile payments started at that time, online security, augmented reality, virtual reality. There was not predictive maintenance. And this is the 2016. We go on, and this is evolving, and we see this is a survey that they made with the CEOs, and they ask, what do you believe will transform your business over the next 5 years? Yeah. And you see some of them that we have seen before are there, but there are emerging other ones like robots, drones, 3D printing, artificial intelligence, and blockchain. Remains the other three. So some appear, others disappear, or they are evolving. Okay, this for the over 2019, there was more than this, but not the possibility to show you everything. I take only the transformational impact, and we have here smart machines, advanced robotics, brain-computer interface, autonomous vehicles, Internet of Things. These are considered adolescent. High impact are considering quantum computing, biocomputing, self-adaptive security, and swarm computing. You see that we have now a step in relation to the years before. Of course, the other technologies are important, but these are considered more impacting now. This is how we think, how think the management, how think the industry at that time that we started the project. At that time, we need new production models, tailor final products locally, modular platform, modular plants, increasing manufacturing flexibility from capacity to capability, take different decisions despite the ever-increasing operational complexity, security and privacy was very important, new digital manufacturing standards also, and enabling across to external stakeholders, enabling access to external stakeholders, open platforms. Where was the problem at that time and also now? This is the point, that we have cost volume. So how to implement all of this? It's a huge amount of money, huge amount of investment, and what they ask if you go to a company and you say, okay, I want to implement Industry 4.0, I want to make predictive maintenance, I want to make an open platform or whatever. I want to make that was something that was here, I think. Was important in 2015, open security. In 2015, the manager take in their hand a lot of money and say, hey guys, now we have really a problem with the security, and now we invest. And this is the point: profit analysis and what I lose if I don't do that. But at that time, there was a limited progress in relation to the expectations, because sometimes it takes a long that first we understand and we use the technology, especially what is born or what is happening in the research center. And on the other side, we have to take care that we have the running business, and this is the main point. This is, so the IoT and CPS application can have a tangible benefit, we know that, in the competitiveness of the manufacturing. Nevertheless, deployments are still in their infancy. So that was at that time. But what I've seen during these days is also is that we are really improving, and we are really improving our capacity to demonstrate that this technology are really useful. At that time, I make also some research in relation to what we are missing, which are our challenges that we have because of this. We are missing common understanding of the standards. I like Erwin, because we have a lot to do. Yes, we have a lot to do. Missing integration. We have missing skills, and this is one of the points in comparison to the Productive 4.0. In SEMI40, we are analyzing really the impact also on these activities, the knowledge that we need in order to bring the new technologies, the use cases in our fab. And this is one point very important. So IT education, interdisciplinary. We have a fragmentation of initiative across application domains. We are sometimes it's difficult to master this complexity that is increasing. The terminology that we have seen also in the work packages sometimes, and we will for sure have this experience that at the beginning you speak about something and the other one understand another thing, and security, privacy, and confidentiality, data, ownership, and data access. You speak about data, I think in your package 3, 4, and 5, but the confidentiality is always a problem. Also in other projects that where I was project manager, business models are missing, business open trust, legal frameworks, and not the less difficult that access from SMEs to our technologies. Social acceptance is one of the biggest problems, and ethical concerns. So we have a lot to do, and this list is not exhaustive. Okay, where we are now, we have a business ecosystem. And this is necessary because we are not able as a company alone to implement and to have enough investment to make such a research and to bring in our fabs, in our activities, the Industry 4.0. And this is what was also addressed at that time in the 2014 here into. That's the reason why we are speaking about government. EU are providing some activities or are trying to make activities that projects are joined together and cooperate. This is the motivation, essentially. This is the motivation that we are making SEMI40 productive, and we are trying to join in the lighthouse. Okay, regarding SEMI40 and Productive 4.0 goals, they are, I think, from what I've seen, they are complementary, but they are a little different in the structure, in the organization, in the topics. We have more than, so around 25, 30 use cases. So it's really a lot of topics, but mainly we are interested in the vertical. If you think about vertical, horizontal way, that we are mainly vertical, implementing the Industry 4.0, mainly for semiconductors and the manufacturing. On the other side, Productive 4.0 is really establishing the Productive 4.0 framework, the Industry 4.0 framework across domain platform for digital industry, and there are also more and more companies involved in this. What about shortly Semi40? We will discuss later some of the work packages, what is included inside, but the first work package is more related to security techniques and integration concepts for legacy systems. Erwin, help me. And machine learning and automation decision making is also the second work package. Virtualization, digitalization is the fourth with Infineon Dresden. Innovative application from the fields of Internet of Things. We have some topics regarding energy efficiency, from fleet management, from fleet robots and so on. Set up agile engineering and manufacturing processes. The target is a fast reaction to customer. So mainly safety, security, agile facility, tool and methodology for automated decision making. So a lot of statistics and data mining and data analysis. Virtualization and digitalization are the topics. This is the organization of the work package. So there is a heart of activities, so technical work packages, and around there is the technical and social economical impact. Something that you have not in the Productive 4.0. And here I make an accent regarding this, because one of the activities is, first of all, we have not enough engineers, or sometimes the know-how that we need now is not available in the market. And this is one of the problems when we implemented something in the Semi40, but also normally in the company, is that we are so far in the future. We think about the future, but at the same time, the people that have to use this they don't know how to handle, and they are scared sometimes of that. First. Second, we need for that knowledge and persons that have different know-how. And this is what we have. We would like to understand inside the project, which is the impact about that. First, second, this is the economical, not only the social, but also the economical impact. Management is used to calculate and to evaluate how to invest in relation of the methodology they are normally using in the company. The problem is that we have seen, or we know, that this methodology, how the impact is measured, so intangible effects, what we call, is not easy measurable with the normal way that we use in the economic point of view. And so in this project, very different from what you are doing, because it's not technical, we have identified the use cases. We have identified not all are possible to analyze, but for some of them we really make different different methodology how to evaluate the economic impact. And I'm very interesting to see what comes out. I think also you. Okay, some advertisement. We have now the newsletter on Friday, last Friday, is now available for everyone. Second point, normally when we interact with other projects, also in EFRA, we decided in the consortium to say, hey guys, we have dissemination, we have a list of publications, we can give the publications which are free, and this is what at the moment is possible. And if you have, I have the list, and if you write me an email, I will send this list per work package and with the topics. This is also a short description. Second part is there is this conference, European Advanced Process Control Manufacturing Conference, and there is a separated session for Semi-40 also. It's organized in Dresden in the 16th, 18th of April. So you are invited to join, and there we will be also some of our task leader, work package leader will present some topics also. Okay, and then for interaction section, room 3B.